Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I am here with a basically come pack a swap with me. Um, my packaging style changes each swap. It depends on what the theme is, but typically it's a box because for two reasons. One, I love making boxes, and two, you don't have to do as much decorating because the box is already a wow factor. So for this swap, I did do a box, but this swap is hosted by Kim Murray, who is Salty Beach Scrapper, and this is the Sweet Treat swap. I will show you what I made. I'm just going to, package the swap as I'm going along. For me, I like to make the very first design of the packaging, and then I assembly line it. So, for instance, this is how mine are going to come packaged. Aren't they super cute? I wanted the box to look like one of those old school bakery boxes, and so that's why I did it like this. Very simple, just a cut apart on the box. Usually it's just their logo, and then the cute little, bow. And this is actually a sweet treat inside of there. And then everyone's going to get a little gift, and of course my little business card sticker. So this is how mine come packaged, because you remember back in the day when we went crazy with packaging and gifts and stuff, and the focus was not on the handmade thing. Well, now I think everyone has shifted to the handmade portion, and gifts are, inexpensive, cute, a nice little tiny handmade or store-bought gift, and then usually a homemade gift in the project. So I packaged mine like this so that way I could fit 4 into a, excuse my arm, flat rate envelope to kind of save on postage. So mine will fit in there. And actually, I can do it vertically or horizontally. So anyway, this is what I do. Now that I have that design down and I know what I want to do, I go ahead and make the other portions for the swap, which in this case, it is a box. I will have this box video on Wednesday, how to make this particular box. I'm using Stampin' Up! Basic Beige for this, because I wanted a white box, and then I was like, no, I want a craft color box, and I kept going back and forth, and then I was like, oh wait, this beige is kind of a whitish, craftish box. So I already did all of the bottoms. Now I'm just doing the lids, and then we're going to package everything up. So it's just what I do. I cut everything out, and then I scored all of the lids and the bottoms, and now I am cutting and gluing. I'm only going to show you this one because, I mean, you'll get the point. So just cutting and gluing all of them, just assembly lining, so that way they all come out exactly the same and you know what you're doing, and repetition, right? So I already made 2 of the lids, just got to do this one. Here are the 3 bottoms, and then you go on to your next portion. So of course, after the fact, I think of, before I glue my sides shut, I should have went ahead and put the finger pulls. That way you know what is the bottom or what is the top. And while the box was flat, I probably should have just decorated the top. But I didn't. And that is okay, because you can still do it after the fact. But I just wanted to show you that little tip that is, do yourself a little bit of a favor and do like your finger pulls and all that while the box is not glued. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I added all of the finger pulls on the lids. Well, first I made sure all the lids fit on the bases, and then I added the finger pulls, and now I'm just taking cut aparts. Obviously they're not all going to be exactly the same, but it is the same one cut apart on top of your box. I'm just adding glue. Like I said, this probably would have been easier if the box was flat, but what else? Okay. So now all of our tops are done. So now what I'm going to do is go cut my bases out, grab my items. So here are my items. We had to do a memory dex card. And again, this is sweet treats. So I did these little heart donuts, and the pink ones are glazed, and the white one has little sprinkles. I did hand put all of these sprinkles. These are Sizzix shaker bits. And I just used the little dots, the small ones, and put them on there on top. And then we had to do a 3.5 by 4 banner or pennant on this massive jumbo paper clip. And it was just your favorite sweet treats. And some of mine was sweet tea, donuts, and chocolate, dark chocolate. So this is how mine turned out. I thought it came out super duper cute. And then we had to do a sequin mix. So here's my little sequin mix. These bags I got from probably AliExpress, and I just added a sparkle candy to the top. So that was the swap. And then I made these little treat boxes last week, the Chips Ahoy boxes. So there's Chips Ahoy cookies in there. And then I decided to turn it into a pennant box. Why? Because honestly, this is the first pennant that I did, and I decided I didn't like these colors. I just couldn't work with it. I don't know. So I had got everything all cut out and prepped, and then I decided I didn't like it. So, not to go with my donut and my sweet tea. I didn't like the fact that you covered up all the paper and whatever. So I just didn't like it. But I loved it as a standalone. So I glued the pennant on top of the Chips Ahoy cookie box that we made on Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024, if you're looking for that video. So this is going to be just an extra sweets. All right. So how I package it. I took a piece of tissue paper because bakery box typically has tissue paper. And I cut it into quarters. And I just wrapped everything up like so. I just thought that was a fun little extra bakery tradition. I don't know. So then I put that in there. And then I didn't wrap this up because it's already wrapped in like a doily. I was thinking of putting a doily, but the bags already have a doily. Because sometimes there's a little doily in your bakery box. And so I put that on top. And I put the lid on. Like so. And then I'm going to do the same to the other two boxes. And I don't know, maybe some of you want to hear the crunchy of the tissue paper and watch me package it. So I'll just leave the camera on. If you don't like the crinkle sounds, please fast forward. I love the crinkle sounds. Yeah. So I just do everything in stages. So I did all of the memory dex cards first and put them in the bottom of the box. And then I'm going to do all of the pennant pieces. And then put the pennant pieces in there. And then I take all of my next pieces and put it on top. So if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would have had all 4 boxes, doing it like that, and keep it moving. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my lids. And my lids are just slightly bigger, so you may have to, force it a little bit. And then I took my seam binding, which this particular seam binding happens to be Stampin' Up. And I just measured out, I'm using my board here. I don't know, this is 17, 17, and 10. So what is that? 34, so 44 inches is what I did my first box with. And so I'm just going to do my second box the same way. Roughly. It's not exact. 1, 2, and 3. So this is what I do. Next I would cut all of my ribbon. Some people like to do one complete box at a time. I like to do it in stages. Now I'm just going to tie it on the front, making sure my ends meet. And then wrap it around. Come around, making sure they're still even. I like to tuck mine under, like so. And we're not going to do double knots because people need to be able to take the lid off. So you're just going to tie it just like you tie a shoe. I have to tie mine with my image upside down, so that way my bow is the right way, kind of like how you tie your shoe. So just one loop, one knot, and then just a regular bow. And just kind of pull it and cut the tails however you want. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna tie all of my boxes. Okay, the one thing I did forget was to put my logo on the back of my boxes, because you know you got to brand yourself. Always add your name, even if you don't have social media that you want us to follow. Add your name to your projects because you made it. If you followed a tutorial, you can put in there made by Tiffany McGill, followed whatever tutorial. You know what I mean? Because you still made it. Give credit where credit is due. A lot of you guys will say handmade by Jane Doe, box tutorial by Tiffany McGill. You know, that's perfectly fine too, because you made my tutorial. But just put your name on it. I go back and forth because when I first started adding my stickers and my branding, people made fun of me and were like, oh, you have so many of your name. You know what? Because I'm proud of the work that I did. And when you buy stuff from the store, their name is all over every aspect of that product that you bought. So brand yourself, right? Okay, anyway, so there's my 3 boxes. Now I'm going to take my 6x9 bags. I'm going to add my gift, which is little stickers. 3 people are getting these stickers and 1 person's getting the other cupcakes. It's just because I only had 3 of one kind. Okay, then I'm going to put my Chips Ahoy snack box in there. And I'm going to put my bakery box in there. And the reason why I added a clear bag to my Chips Ahoy, just in case these bags are going somewhere where it's like super hot, and the cookies are in their own bag, you know, like it's Chips Ahoy. They're in their own, here I can open it and show you. They are in their own packaging, but I'm just worried that the packaging, I don't know, the cookies, the oil is going to melt through the packaging, melt through my box, and then damage my swap. So it's double protected. Does this sound dramatic? Yeah, a little bit. But it didn't hurt me to add an extra bag. So I'm adding an extra bag. Alright, so my next one. So actually, this is what I would have done, is put all of my stickers in first. Now add all of my Chips Ahoy. Right, like so. My boxes. Making sure I'm putting the tails over my box, just so it fits a little nicely. Taking off the backs. Seal them up. I already did that one. Add my another branding sticker. This time we are adding my name and the QR codes to my YouTube and my Facebook to the back of my packaging. And then we're going to put them in our little bag. I have stickers to decorate this, which are super cute. If you ever received a package from me, you know what I'm talking about. I have stickers to go on the outside. I'm going to address it and schedule it for pickup. So that is my swap, my packaging. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. Bye.